matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Gonna run it. It's Overton. The tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lewis wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to pass. It's Owens. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
The Mustangs trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got Quill trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. the SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. One back in the backfield and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
They'll try the toss to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. DB's right up on the receivers. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Owens. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box, so he could throw it away as long as he got it.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's McLaurin. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie it up. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's King. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Lewis to throw. got it in the middle. It's Overton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fakes to grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Looking for space. It's Overton. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Give to the single back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. And some room to work. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The sudden change on the turnover, Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Caught over the middle. It's Little. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Finding open areas. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try to get outside. Got room to work. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I don't think a lot of people here are going to be surprised by that call. 4th and inches at midfield. Just go for it, run the football, and they pick up the first.
Really, what are you going to gain by punting there? Even a perfect punt just gives you a little bit of a yardage edge, and the upside of keeping the ball is tremendous.
Yeah, and even if you don't convert it there, your defense comes on the field, and you're still forcing the offense to have to...
He's taking the shot. He's got it. Touchdown, SMU. They take the lead with the 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 18 over Notre Dame. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a crease. It's Overton. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Running into the open space.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for it.
Makes the grab. It's Willett. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Lewis to throw. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wide open downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Clemson. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
David, that's why kickers are so important. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Owens. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job, Rush.
Breaks into the open. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit, because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Grab near the marker. It's Ferguson. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it. It's King. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Might as well stick with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 35 over Notre Dame. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Clemson is quick to the line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Lewis wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. And he can't find anyone open. And down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. You're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. To the air. It's Owens. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Lewis to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson jumps to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly